In 2008, a story breaks from Austria about a father who imprisoned his own daughter for over 24 years. Throughout this time, he fathers 7 of her children. This is part 3 about what happened to Elizabeth and her family when they were finally able to escape and what happened to the father who did this to them. Quick recap, she was first imprisoned at the age of 18, and she was not released from her dungeon until she was age 42. On April 19th, 2008, Elizabeth's 19-year-old daughter is brought to the hospital because she is critically ill. 19-year-old Kirsten had never left the dungeon before in her entire life, and she falls into a coma. Doctors then call the police due to Kirsten's condition, and they issue a missing person report for Elizabeth. Between April 19th to the 26th, Joseph releases Elizabeth and her 2 remaining children from the dungeon for the first time. On April 26th, police question Elizabeth and threaten to take her kids away because of the condition of her 19-year-old daughter. It's then that she begins to tell her horrific story. That same day, Father Joseph is arrested. On the 27th, police announce the arrest. Joseph then gives police the code to unlock the hidden dungeon that's in his basement. On Monday, April 28th, Joseph admits to imprisoning his own daughter and fathering 7 of his children with her. He confirms that 1 child died during infancy and that he burned the body in the incinerator. Tuesday, April 29th, DNA tests confirm that Joseph is Elizabeth's father and that he is also the father of all of her children. This same day, Elizabeth reunites with her 3 other children that Joseph quickly took after birth because 3 children were chosen to live normal lives above the dungeon, while 3 were chosen to stay in the windowless basement for their entire life. Wednesday, April 30th, Joseph refuses to answer any questions even though he has already signed an initial statement confessing. It's not until June 2008 that daughter Kirsten comes out of a coma. Kirsten, along with her mother and other siblings, are given new identities to protect them. Wednesday, October 15th, 73-year-old Joseph is declared fit to stand trial. Thursday, November 13th, Joseph is charged with murdering one of his children that he had with Elizabeth. On March 16th, 2009, Joseph pleads guilty to incest but denies murder and enslavement. Wednesday, March 18th, he changes his plea to not guilty, instead confessing to negligent homicide. After Elizabeth gives her testimony about the torture, he changes his plea. After a 4-day trial, Joseph is found guilty and sentenced to life imprisonment for murder by neglect. He's also charged with enslavement, assault, deprivation of liberty, incest. In May 2016, Joseph officially pays to change his last name. And in 2019, at the age 84, still in prison, he begins to exhibit signs of dementia. All we could hope is that he doesn't have the luxury to forget all of the things that he did to his daughter and also the children that he forced her to have.